Good morning from Dundas. You are joining us from the Circle of Life, and we are here with Ezra, who is just the sweetest therapy companion dog. We're being joined by owner Karen, and Karen, you guys have been here for 10 years. For those of us that aren't familiar with your business, please tell us what you do.
Yes, thank you, Emily. It's wonderful to welcome all the viewers again. We've done this a few times. So Circle of Life started 10 years ago. And I had worked in traditional funeral homes and thought that we should do it a little bit differently. So we now have what I call a boutique funeral establishment. Okay. We're not as big as some of the other funeral homes. We're quaint, we're comforting. People always tell us that, you know, it's so nice to come in here. The energy is beautiful here. Yeah. And we have paid close attention to our color scheme, our furniture. We are now famous for our purple chairs.
Well, they're quite lovely. In this room that we're in, this is kind of the gathering space.
Yeah, so this is we call this our greeting room. People who don't want to participate in funerals or making arrangements, they will have a seat here, and you know, we offer coffee and refreshments, and then they just hang out here until we're finished. So we are very mindful of people's emotions as they come in and their comfort levels.
And now is this why you have this beautiful puppers? Oh my gosh, he's so soft. Yeah. I mean, comfort animals are incredible for so many reasons. And have you noticed a difference over the years that you've had them? Yes,
we had Emma for 10 years. She was Ezra's mentor, and she didn't like him when he first came to us. She was like a displaced sibling, older sibling, and Emma passed in February. Many people remember Emma, and so Ezra has taken over, and he's morphing into an Emma. It's taken some time. He's just about 2 years old.
Okay, so he's still kind of a puppy.
He's learning, but you know, when people come in, especially children, they love to see a dog. It takes away that hurt for a minute, and they just focus on him, and he likes to sit with people and you know, and lick their feet sometimes if they're wearing sandals. But yeah, it's been a great addition.
It's just nice to have kind of something, a little bit of joy in such a sad time in so many people's lives.
It is.
Inevitable sad time. Why, sweetheart? Okay, well, coming up, we are going to be focusing on some of the eco-friendly burials and cremation practices that they do here at Circle of Life. We're going to take a look at some of their beautiful urns and some of the amazing jewelry that they offer. So make sure you stay with us, because there's lots more coming up on Morning Live. Welcome back to the Circle of Life, where we're going to start talking about different types of burial, cremation that some people may not be aware of. We're taking a look now at the casket display, I guess I could call this, Karen, correct?
Yes.
And the reason why we have it in display instead of kind of out front and personal is that sometimes seeing a casket is a little bit jarring, especially for people that are grieving.
Yes, it's quite upsetting for some people. I see when they come in this room, they would kind of take a step back, and the expression on their face was upsetting for me.
Of course.
So I've taken the physical caskets out of this room, and I call this my casket wall. And so it shows all the caskets that we offer, and there are some others as well, but these are offerings because we also do traditional burials and visitations. We're not just a cremation center.
Of course, yes.
We offer that as well, and we've moved into green burials also.
Okay, now give me an example of a green casket.
So a green casket has to be made of natural products, no varnish, no paint. If there is glue, it should be a soy-based glue. Okay. And the hinges are made from material or wood.
So no nails?
No nails, no.
No nails, no varnish, no glue.
So the Natura would qualify for that. It's made by Victoriaville in Canada. And the interior is cotton, so there's always a full description, and what the interior looks like is shown right here. This casket is $2,595. For those who want a simpler option, the one in the far left corner, this is used typically for cremations, but the base only can be used for green burials.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's made of wood, and the body would be wrapped in a shroud and placed on top of that that tray. We don't use the cardboard.
Okay.
Okay, and then that body's taken to the cemetery like that.
Okay, so some interesting options, and kind of an option for every budget and for every
Yes.
need or want when it comes to taking care of one of your loved
correct.
ones.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to kind of move through this incredible room here. This is an urn.
Yes, it's what we call a companion urn. It will hold 2 sets of cremated remains. For some couples, that's important. They've spent 60 or 70 years together.
Of course.
And then they want to be together in one urn.
That makes
And
sense.
so these are wooden urns. This urn is actually handmade.
It's beautiful.
It's made by David Potier of Hamilton. And we have actually quite a few of those selected. It also comes in a single urn, and he does custom engraving.
Oh,
it's incredible what this man can do.
Yeah, it's really quite something, because a lot of people, you know, they want to know that their loved ones are being beautified, even when
Exactly.
they're no longer here.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful options, many different price options and appeal. I mean, you really do have something for everyone.
I do, I try. The ones at the bottom there, these are made by my sister, Izzy.
Those are gorgeous.
And they are stained glass urns. The first one there is a double, so again, it would hold 2 sets of cremated remains. The next 2 could be placed into a niche, because niches are a particular size, so you have to have a certain size for those.
Right, I guess that's something that you have to take into consideration. If what you're going to be doing with the urn afterwards, are you going to be keeping it, or are you going to be burying it, or are you going to be, you know?
Exactly.
Okay, all right, well, coming up, we're going to finish taking a look through the urns, and we're going to get over to some of the fingerprint jewelry, and that's coming up on Morning Live. Back here at the Circle of Life, and this is something I had never heard of before, and I actually asked Karen off air if it was legal to keep ashes, and turns out it is full size, not just the keepsake ones, but you can also scatter them in various places that people may or may not know about.
Some people used to think that scattering ashes was illegal.
Yeah.
It is not any longer. You can scatter legally in your own backyard, on your maybe your cottage, on crown land, water covering crown land, unless there's a sign that says scattering is prohibited. But if you don't see a sign, you can scatter legally.
I don't think I've ever seen a sign anywhere. Mind you, it's not that like I'm looking for them, but
No,
still.
yeah.
Now these are so fascinating how they work. So you just kind of open them up, and the ashes will go in here. And then once the ashes are in and you close it back up, you got to kind of...
We would do that for you before you go home.
So we're going to show this, because this is where the ashes would come out, right?
Yes, so there's a perforation here, and then you just remove this part here, and it allows you to scatter from that, and you can control the flow. Yeah, and then when you're finished with that, some families keep that as a memento.
Yeah, because they're quite pretty.
Or, you know, because it's made of cardboard, you can just discard it.
Okay. And these ones up here as well, these are called?
These are bamboo scattering urns.
Okay.
And, you know, families purchase these to travel with.
Oh, that's smart,
Because
if you want to scatter ashes somewhere.
when you're flying on a plane with ashes, you need a container that can be scanned by the X-ray machine.
Oh,
so
that's
it needs
smart.
to be wood or cardboard.
And then you just pull the pin and away you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, those are actually really quite pretty. And then you've got kind of, they're not necessarily keepsakes, but I guess that's what you're calling them, keepsakes,
Yes.
where if you've got a larger family and everybody wants to kind of take their own piece.
Exactly. That's what those are for. So we divide ashes into the keepsakes.
Okay.
And then the remainder of the ashes go into the larger urn.
Okay, now tell me a little bit about the fingerprint jewelry. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's a very high quality sterling silver or stainless steel. So we take a fingerprint when a deceased person comes into our care, and then that fingerprint is sent to this particular company called Eternity's Touch, and then they place the fingerprint on whatever piece family likes. The back can be engraved. You can have a wording placed there, the dates. Sometimes a picture can be engraved as well.
And then, of course, the teddy bear.
The teddy,
That's so
yeah.
sweet, with a little fingerprint on the paw.
Yeah,
That's very sweet. That's good for kids.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
they can cuddle grandma or grandpa.
That's very sweet. Okay, well, coming up, there's so much more to showcase in here. They've actually got some really cool spheres that we're going to talk about, as well as the jewelry. So make sure you stay with us. There's lots more coming up on Morning Live. If you prefer to wear your loved one, we have an excellent selection of jewelry here at Circle of Life. So many different options to choose from. We've got for the sports fan, for the animal lover, even these beautiful rings down here, Karen. Ash is actually into the gemstones.
Yes, so the artist, his name is Chris Turchi. He is from Hamilton. We send him a very small amount of ashes. They get incorporated with the opals, and then it's made into the tungsten ring. So we have different widths, different sizes.
And these are also locally made as well.
Yeah, those are made in Hamilton also. Bill Yeoman is the artist, and it's recycled wood or recycled bowling balls.
Okay, now this is very cool. Take a look at these. These are the Serenity Collection, the spheres. Ash is actually put into the sphere so you can see them.
Yes, exactly. Different sizes. And I think sitting on your desk when you're working, nobody knows what that is, really, if you wanted that to be private, but it's beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we've talked a lot about urns, we've talked a lot about cremation, we've talked a lot about burial. Let's talk a little bit about kind of the newest, latest and greatest, the eco-burial, which would be the Aquamation. Tell me about that process.
Yeah, so Aquamation is also a fireless cremation. So the body is placed into a stainless steel vessel, to which then water is added and sodium or potassium hydroxide, and the water is heated, not to a boiling point, but the water is heated and then it's just circulated through the body and around the body, and it dissolves the tissues. The bones then are collected, they're dried, fragmented, and placed into an urn. Okay. So really, another way to say it is fireless cremation. But it's a very eco-friendly alternative as well.
Absolutely.
Because the liquid then just is going into the sewage. It's an alkaline solution. So the cities have approved that now. That was a question for a long time, but they're satisfied that it is not harmful to our water treatment plants.
That's incredible. So you offer so many different services. So if a family, if someone is coming to look for any kind of information about burial, cremation, whether it's eco-friendly, they can come and chat with you.
Yes.
Is that the best way for people to kind of come in, see you, talk to you?
Yeah, it's best to call and make an appointment. We're quite busy, and I'd hate for someone to not be able to sit down with one of us.
Yes, of course.
But you can visit our website, or you can call us or email us.
Okay, and it's circleoflifecbc.com. Okay, circleoflifecbc.com is where you can get more information. And of course, we will have all the information on our website as well. Thank you so much
for
having us.
It's a pleasure.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
chch.com.